wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, Work Done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy, already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the king.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
Welcome into Sports Kings Live, everybody. The Hump Day edition. Absolutely, as we get you over this hump, get you ready for the backside of your week. We are the Sports Kings, Big Mike, Rob Calloway. We are being heard via Spreaker.com or the Spreaker app via your Windows, your Android, or your Apple device. Make sure you get on top of those things and download them into your phones or your mobile device so you guys can get into the interactive chat room and chat live with us as we do this show. You guys can also reach out to us via Spreaker, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live. You can also email the show, sportskingslive at gmail.com. All right. Yeah, NBA Finals last night. We're looking forward to talking to one of our favorite guys from the old shop, Branson Wright, guy who used to cover the Cavs for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, still does, but his main gig is covering the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, for the same newspaper. So we're going to look forward to talking to him here in just a second, as well as, let's see what else we got. We got, of course, to do on this day today. Of course, we got to do on this day today where we look back into, Rob, the annals of sports history and, tell you guys what's happening or what has happened. Trying to figure out how to send this contact to my guy here. I guess I'll do it this way. No, that's wrong. All right.
What is going on today?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
You hear that?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you mean?
Okay, because it was just breaking up. As you were setting the show up, all of a sudden you cut out, then it came back, then you cut out and it came back. So we're good now, though.
Yeah, I'm having issues over here with my network and all this kind of stuff. It's just weird today. It's just a weird, stupid day today. And, like, the day we want things to kind of go as right as possible, of course. What is that? What whose law is that where what can go wrong will go wrong? Yeah, that's basically what it's basically what today is. So we're going to definitely talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers defeating the Golden State Warriors in Game 3 of the NBA Finals last night. Hopefully we can get this thing taken care of with with our guy Branson so that he can give us a more localized, not only opinion, but perspective on exactly what's going on. Because I got questions. As far as some of the things I'm hearing coming out of Cleveland, some things that I think are just outright lies. I'm just going to put it bluntly. Things that I just consider outright lies. As well, we got a little NFL news. This baseball story that I want to get to today about, baseball being baseball again, refusing to change, and well, the way we've always done it is this way, so how can we change? You know why? Because things and people and everything evolves. That's how. While your sport is dying, you're trying to hold on to a ridiculous tradition and all this foolishness. But we will talk about that. Coming up here, I see somebody's in the chat room. I suspect it to be one Mark Cooper because, again, he has been – now, at this point, the Warriors have to win. I have initially I had no rooting interest, but now because a certain person seems to want to like jump in my stuff about this thing, yeah, we're at the point now where that's kind of got to happen. The Warriors got to kind of win now because I'm not going to be able to deal with this.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah, Rob. I don't know what's happening with Robert Calloway today. I don't know what's going on. We're like in the weeds right now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Rob. How are you?
Okay, very good.
Are we good?
I don't know what's going on. It's like I just had to plug into my computer so I could hear you. Because I don't.
Yeah, there's weirdness going on over here. It may be on my end, brother.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just total. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. You still there, right? Yeah, just weirdness going on today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I just sent you a text, Rob. So Murphy's Law, thank you. See that old Bison/Pirates education paid off. I'm just messing with you, brother. You know, I'm just, you know, it's one of those days, man. My situation is terrible over here. Yeah, my situation is terrible, man. It's not you. It's my. See, here's the situation. Because of where I live, Verizon has had to give me this network thing in my house, right? But it runs off the Wi-Fi, and right now, my Comcast Wi-Fi is acting a butthole, you know. Yeah, hashtag screw Comcast, man. Because you're right, it is. It's terrible. You know, we supposed to have a guest here in a second, and we can't get him on because of me. It's me. It's my phone situation, and I got to take the heat for having a bum ass cable company, which, you know, got me locked in because we have no other option over here. I don't know, dude. It's ridiculous.
But it's like I can't even hear you. You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know, dude. I don't know. We ran a test earlier today. Rob could hear me just fine, and now the Wi-Fi situation is full of crap. Yeah. Did you get the text, dog? See, he can't hear me. All right, we'll move on with the show, and hopefully, as the show goes on, things will get themselves cleared up. No promises, but we're here. We're here to do a show, so you guys don't care about our issues, so we'll move right along here. All right. So last night.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. See, now you're hearing me in like delay because you're listening to the actual feed from the show. This is so horrible. Now Rob's gone. Gee whiz. All right, here we go. So last night, the Warriors got taken care of by the Cleveland Cavaliers, 96-91 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Many of you may be out there thinking to yourself that the series is over, right? 2-1 lead. But I want to put some things into perspective really, really quickly before we get too deep into the conversation. The Cavs did what the Cavs were supposed to do. Think about everything that was surrounding this game. The first playoff game in Cleveland since LeBron left. They were going for their first win in the playoffs, and guys know their first home win, in the playoffs since God knows when. The crowd was on 10. LeBron's playing out of his mind. So in essence, they did what they were supposed to do. Now, Game 4, that to me is DEFCON 5, 9, 10, whatever it is. DEFCON 10 if the Golden State Warriors are to lose that ball game. But we'll get to that when we get to that. That game's going to happen tomorrow night, 9 p.m., ABC, just like the rest of them, except for the situation on Sunday. But moving forward here, let me grab my notes here as we try to get something accomplished today. This thing would happen right before the show goes on, man. Right before. Jesus Christ. So, I guess we got to talk about everybody's favorite new Australian, huh? The guy who 2 weeks ago, and it's so funny the way things the tide kind of turns on certain things. 2 weeks ago, I was on the air, on this podcast, defending this young man. Everyone wanted him to be Dirty Deli, Deliver Dirty. All these things came to be. And I came on this show, told everybody how, he's just a guy who understands why he's in the NBA, why he's on the NBA roster, and what he has to do to maintain his status as such. And he does it. And he plays hard. And now, all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, this young man has become Allen Iverson to people. Calm down. I heard my guy Mike Wilbon today. He said something before he started his commentary on the situation, and it just resonated with me. Has anyone ever heard of Jeremy Lin? You remember that insanity? Everybody got caught up in the moment. This thing is going on. We don't understand it, but it's awesome. But it really wasn't. Like after all the newness wore off and it wasn't as shiny anymore, yeah, we didn't want to play with it anymore. It was boring. It's the same situation right now. I try my best to watch these games multiple times, at least twice, right? Not at least twice, basically twice. Just to make sure that I'm paying sole attention to the action on my television and listening too. Which, by the way, I do have to say this: what's happening in the broadcast booth during these NBA finals is impeccable. It is outstanding. It's like I said the same thing after the Super Bowl. Chris Collinsworth was on his, like, he gave you the color color analysis that he gave in the biggest game of the season matched the actual game. It was as cohesive and as well done as could possibly be imagined. And the same thing is happening right now. And Jeff Van Gundy, like, for all the quirkiness and all the whatever isms that you want to put on him, and Mark Jackson for all the catchphrases and all that, these dudes are giving you some gold. They're giving you, and then you got Mike Breen, which, whatever, man. Mike Breen, that's classic, man. Like, all, like, the way he's able to lay out in when the time permits, but also inject whatever he needs to, and then there's the bang. I find myself saying that with every three-pointer of that shot. Not even like trying to say it like him, but I'm just like, yep, there it is, bang. And he has the most impeccable timing with that. You know what I mean? He lets you feel it along with whatever's going on in the game. The crowd is erupting. Like, it just fits right there. Like, everything is like, and that's why when some of y'all hear me and Rob or hear me talk about the stuff that goes on here with our local ball club, the Atlanta Hawks, and their broadcast team, well, the color part of it, the color, not the colored, the color analyst part of it. I like Dominique. Personally, I like Dominique. But I need more when I'm watching it. I need more added to my viewing experience. You know what I mean? Like when Jeff Van, like, perfect example. At the end of, at the end of the half, first of all, that was a debauchery. Whatever Golden State was doing, I didn't understand a bit of it. Like, once you miss the first shot and you get the rebound, it's 16 seconds on the clock. Pull that thing out. Set yourself up for a final shot. Get your ball club within. I think it would have been within 3, had they converted at the end of the half. But instead, Black calls a timeout. He puts James Jones in. Either Steve Kerr is asleep at the wheel, or his assistants are asleep at the wheel, or whoever is asleep at the wheel, and don't see the substitution happen. And Jeff Van Gundy described it as a late substitution. And now Ezeli's in the game, and he's matched up with James Jones. And because LeBron James is who he is, oh, by the way, I'm talking about the job that the broadcasters are doing. But Van Gundy points that out immediately. He says, guys, I do not like the fact that Kerr is leaving Ezeli in, and the Cavs have just substituted in English, James Jones as they come down the court. LeBron James, he pushes the ball. He waits, to the perfect time, gets to the middle of the court, out to James Jones on the elbow, and wouldn't you know, Ezeli's trying to close out on him. He can't. 3-ball. It goes from what could have been a 3-point lead at the end of the half to an 8-point lead, or to a 3-point lead if Golden State scores, to an 8-point lead because of one little thing. And the fact that the guys on the broadcast point that out to you before it happens, even